Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. After a string of underwhelming projects and widespread speculation about the fate of their Netflix deal, it appears the streaming giant may finally have a compelling reason to stand by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. A new report in The Express reveals that Prince Harry is in early talks to produce what is already being described as the crown jewel of his media career, a 3-part documentary series marking the 30th anniversary of the death of his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales. Set for release in 2027, the documentary would be a solo venture for the Duke of Sussex without Meghan, featuring Harry as co-executive, producer, narrator, and presenter. A source told The Express he is uniquely placed not only to talk about the women he knew, his mother, but also to examine her role as an enduring social and cultural icon, still beloved by so many. The insider added that Harry would approach the project with passion and sensitivity. The move may help explain why Netflix has remained committed to the couple despite a lack of critical and commercial success. Meghan's lifestyle series With Love, Meghan was widely panned. Harry's polo documentary received little attention, and the Paralympic-themed Heart of Invictus failed to make a cultural impact. But a Diana docuseries, helmed by her youngest son, has the potential to become a global television event. Diana remains a figure of extraordinary fascination and cultural resonance, and no one is more intimately connected to her legacy than the son who spent much of his adult life grappling with the trauma of her loss and the scrutiny that followed. The most emotionally powerful passages in Harry's memoir Spare dealt with his mother, and his unflinching recollections of her death and its aftermath resonated deeply with readers. In that book, Harry openly questioned the official account of her fatal car crash, describing repeated visits to the Paris tunnel, where she died in an effort to comprehend the incomprehensible. It is unclear how far this documentary might go in addressing those unresolved questions, but it is likely to touch on the mythology surrounding Diana's death and the complex legacy she left behind. One insider told The Express the project is being discussed in an extremely positive way and even suggested it might help build bridges with William and the rest of his family. However, such reconciliation may prove elusive. Prince William has fiercely protected his mother's memory and is unlikely to look kindly on a Netflix documentary that he neither authorized nor controls. Previous media ventures by the Sussexes have only deepened family tensions. Nevertheless, the prospect of a deeply personal exploration of Diana's life and legacy, narrated by the son who walked behind her coffin, is likely to command international attention. The echoes of the horse's hooves, the haunting image of two young princes in mourning, the unanswered questions, and the enduring popularity of the late princess, these elements all but guarantee the documentary will be a cultural milestone. Our royal insider Deep Crown tells us, William will be absolutely furious at the power play. It's the ultimate betrayal in his eyes. My palace sources tell me the Prince of Wales is already plotting his counter-strategy. A reminder, you can subscribe to Deep Crown's newsletter at deepcrown.co.uk, and premium subscribers to this feed get Deep Crown's bonus episode every Sunday. For just $5 a month, you can get this program without commercial interruption, as well as Deep Crown bonus episodes. There's a link in the show notes, or if you are on Apple Podcasts, just click on Uninterrupted Listening. Plus, you get hundreds of other shows from Keller Shark Media commercial-free. Perhaps it will be Snoop Dogg who reunites the royals. Mr. Dogg told the Mirror, Harry and William, I have known for a long time now. Harry asked me to perform at William's bachelor party, but I couldn't make it. Anything they want to perform at now, I am there. They are brothers, man. Anything that gets them in the same room and being brothers again will be worth it. Life is too short to not make things right, and if Snoop can help heal that relationship, then let's do it. In an Instagram story post, Meghan shared a video of birds flying in a perfect V formation against a crisp blue sky. Alongside the clip, she wrote, "Flying into the week with my family," before sweetly crediting the footage to my H. Reports of royal watchers throwing up in their mouths remain unconfirmed at the time of this recording. We're 2 weeks out from Meghan's mildly anticipated return to podcasting. The new series, Confessions of a Female Founder, already has poor buzz. Royal commentator Kevin O'Sullivan told Talk TV, With Love, Meghan broke new ground in tedium. It brought new depths of boringness. The problem with Meghan is that she's got no idea how to be entertaining. She has no idea how to be interesting. Every time she opens her mouth, you want to fall asleep. She is so dull, it's just epic. So that's why, with love, Meghan is failing, because it's 8 episodes of sheer tedium. And now she's come up with this podcast series called Confessions of a Female Founder, which frankly doesn't travel well. Archetypes, her previous podcast with Spotify, was a disaster because it was so dreary. Her new podcast is based on the preposterous proposal that she is a successful founder of companies. Her companies are completely disastrous. So if she is genuinely going to sit down with successful female company founders, I hope she pays attention and takes some tips so she is a little less catastrophic at starting her own company. In happier news, William's visit to Estonia last week was well received. It seems Wills was quite easy on the eyes, with social media erupting in praise for what many dubbed his most dashing appearance yet. Wearing camouflage fatigues and a beret, William joined Estonian and British soldiers at Tapa military base, where he observed training exercises and even took a ride in a Challenger 2 tank. Royal fans, however, were just as focused on the prince's appearance as his military itinerary. Prince William looks handsome, wrote one user on X. I must say his charm and good looks consistently steal the spotlight anywhere he goes, especially when he wears a uniform, which I find incredibly sexy. Another fan added simply, so handsome as always, while a third mused, all can appreciate beauty. A fourth chimed in, thank goodness he got his mother's good looks. Some admirers have even coined a new moniker for the heir to the throne, His Royal Hotness. A rare banknote bearing the portrait of the late Queen Elizabeth II has fetched a record-breaking sum at auction, marking a significant moment in the world of numismatics. The $1,000 note, issued by the Board of Commissioners of Currency of Malaya and British Borneo, sold for an extraordinary $150,000 at a public auction held in Singapore on the 22nd of March. Dated 21st March 1953, the note was issued during the earliest years of Her late Majesty's reign. Originally estimated at between £60,000 to £90,000, the final price significantly surpassed expectations. In what can only be described as a plot twist worthy of The Crown, President Donald Trump has declared his support for an audacious and wholly unexpected diplomatic move, joining the British Commonwealth. Writing on Truth Social, Trump responded enthusiastically to a report that King Charles may extend a secret invitation to the United States to become an associate member of the Commonwealth, stating simply, I love King Charles. Sounds good to me. The report has been quietly revived, with senior figures within the Royal Commonwealth Society discussing it at the highest levels. According to one source, Donald Trump loves Britain and has great respect for the royal family, so we believe he would see the benefits of this. The proposal, should it go forward, would be largely symbolic. The Commonwealth today is a voluntary association of 56 nations, mostly former territories of the British Empire, linked by shared history, language, and values. Though its modern role is largely ceremonial, the optics of such a move would be enormous. A superpower voluntarily aligning itself with a monarchy it once fought to escape. But not all Commonwealth members are likely to welcome the prospect. Canada, already wary of Trump's repeated musings about turning it into the 51st state, has looked to the King for reassurance. His recent meetings in London with newly elected Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney was widely interpreted as a quiet show of support for the realm. Should the proposal move forward, it would undoubtedly mark a curious full-circle moment, the former colonies, one in particular, returning to the fold not by compulsion but by invitation, and in true Windsor fashion, it would come not via treaty or grand ceremony but with a handwritten letter and a carefully worded nod from the Crown. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.